A GFS Framework Implementation Plan should map out the steps needed to initiate the use of the GFS framework and strengthen GFS for policy purposes. The GFS plan should be country-specific, have targeted results and a realistic timetable, and ideally be structured sequentially with each targeted result building on previous results. Country circumstances will differ, so the details of each country's GFS plan will also differ. In addition, the time needed to implement each phase will vary widely across countries. It needs to take into consideration many factors, including country-specific policy needs, human and financial resource availability and constraints, as well as the legal and accounting environment. For instance, on policy needs, fiscal policymakers, analysts and the general public may seek GFS with broad coverage to properly assess how fiscal policy impacts the economy, accurate and reliable GFS that reflect economic reality for sound, evidence-based policy decisions and analysis, the most recent and timely GFS to make informed decisions, easy access to GFS in standardized formats to facilitate analysis, high-frequency GFS, that is quarterly and monthly, with long historical time series to see developments and turning points in the time series with the shortest lag possible, and information both on a pure cash basis to assist with cash management and on an accrual basis to study issues of liquidity, fiscal sustainability, and other pertinent macroeconomic issues. Any country can implement the GFS framework and strengthen their GFS through a GFS plan. The GFS plan should ideally cover GFS compilation and dissemination processes, with a view to providing policymakers, analysts, and the general public with useful and timely GFS. An initial step a country can take is to convert its existing fiscal reports, or at least its major aggregates, into the GFS framework classifications and presentation. Many countries have already done so. Then compilers can introduce successive improvements leading to further strengthening of their GFS for policy purposes. Moreover, a country need not do this alone. The IMF stands ready to assist all member countries with their GFS plans, beginning at the earliest phases and continuously providing support through technical assistance and training throughout the process, including with dissemination best practices. This course illustrates how the IMF can help. In addition, other countries are gaining experience with their own GFS plans, and many of those compilers are willing to share their experiences and challenges, especially with countries in their region.